Singer-songwriter Adam Lambert catapulted to stardom in 2009 thanks to his stint on American Idol. 2 years later, the Indiana native joined the legendary band Queen as their lead vocalist, and since then, the supergroup has toured extensively across the globe. In fact, when I caught up with the Grammy nominee, he was gearing up for their latest tour. Grammy-nominated international superstar Adam Lambert. That's what it says on my card and on your press release. Do you like it when you hear all those words together?
Sounds good to me. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment.
You've got a lot going on. You've got the new single, the new album, Nail Polish, the film Fairyland, the Rhapsody Tour with Queen coming up, and your Feel Something Foundation. How does Adam Lambert find the time to kind of keep his head on his shoulders on the straight and narrow? And how do you do that?
I kind of take it one day at a time. I mean, it's like, I luckily have great people on my team that help keep everything organized and worked out. And I wake up and I'm like, what are we doing today?
You're very proudly queer. You celebrate it, you champion it. You recently said, now you can be queer and successful. It's no longer a question mark, it's no longer a niche. That obviously hasn't always been the case. It certainly wasn't the case when you really started your, hitting your big strides in your career. What gave you the courage, do you think?
When there was all this speculation while I was on Idol about my sexuality, which I found very funny because I came out when I was 18. I've been out. I've been living as an out and proud gay man in Los Angeles, in my career, everywhere, never a secret.
Listen, you and I hung out once before your Idol days in Los Angeles in an apartment,
Really?
But that's another story. Yes.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. But yeah, I just feel like, it's like, I think at the end of the day, there was no way I was gonna go backwards. Immediately realized that I could prove a point and make strong statements in support of our equal rights as a community, especially given that platform that I was so lucky to land on. And, obviously my first love is music, and that's what I'm known for, and that's what I'll continue to do. But I think it's, a real privilege to be able to have, the public eye's attention on some level. And I think it felt really clear to me to do the right thing with that.
Is that why the role in the upcoming film Fairyland was partially attractive to you as well, that you were having an opportunity to be a queer man, playing a queer man and represent?
Absolutely. I think representation is very important. And I think in the past 15 years or so, if you look at how our stories are now being told and some queer actors are being highlighted and given roles, and this representation and visibility is the very thing that has affected the attitudes of the wider public. I mean, the more that is understood and felt toward people in our community, the more acceptance follows. So I think, it's sort of hard to kind of figure out, it's a full circle thing. I don't know which comes first, the chicken or the egg, but maybe it's a mix of both.
Did you enjoy taking on that role? Did you enjoy stepping in? I know, you've got musical theater years behind you, but to have that opportunity to play that character in that film, tell me a bit about the character and the film.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's a small part, but they offered this involvement for the project, and I read the book by Alicia Abbott, and it's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful story. It makes it a very relatable experience to anybody watching.
You've got the new album, High Drama. It's your 5th LP. I've got Can't Stand the Rain on constant repeat because I love me a bit of Tina Turner. It's a fantastic album. It's covers. What was it about these particular songs that you chose that inspired you?
There's like a handful of really brilliant artists on there that I'm covering. And the other criteria for me in picking the songs was, are they stories that I can relate to, that I could feel that I had been through as well? To make it real for me. And then lastly, they were songs that I picked that I felt I could do something interesting with. The point of this was not just to recreate the original. I just thought that would be a bit like, what's the point? For me, creatively, the appeal of this, to do this project, was to get into the studio with these brilliant producers and take some risks and figuring out ways to sort of reinterpret these songs and to make them something new.
Well, they're fantastic. You certainly make us feel mighty real. Grammy-nominated international superstar Adam Lambert, thank you for spending the time with me.
Likewise, thank you.
What a talented guy.